Hey y'all, welcome back to Does Your Art Fit? I'm Zakila of ARTFIT by Zakila, and today we're talking all about hooks. So as you can see, I have a few different types of hooks in front of me. I want to talk about the two most common types of hooks and why you may or may not want to choose one over the other. Now, no hook is better than the other, but people tend to have preferences. I know I certainly do. Hooks can come in many different types of material, and that may work better depending on the fiber that you're using. The two main types of hooks that you'll see are tapered hooks and inline hooks. Let's talk about the tapered first. Tapered hooks tend to have a more rounded head and a narrower throat. So now that I've been teaching crochet for a while, I've noticed that some students tend to struggle a bit more with the tapered hook. That's because when you're starting to crochet, you have no idea what to do with your tension and it's all over the place. I see students who are easily able to get their hook into the stitch, but will choke on the neck because it's narrower and they won't be able to get their hook out of it or pull loops through it. Inline hooks often have pointy heads and are my favorites. The heads are the same size as the shaft, and so the issue that I see with beginners choking up right on the neck, they don't have that issue because this hook is the same from tip to bar. Is it a bar? Tip to handle. I think the shape of an inline hook allows for beginners to have the most consistent stitches. Honestly, it all comes down to personal preference again. So I suggest trying different hooks. I suggest trying wooden hooks and plastic hooks and nickel hooks and brushed aluminum hooks. There are many different types. Many of you may have gotten your first hook at a craft store or Walmart or some type of big box store. A lot of the times they sell tapered hooks and push those to the forefront. I've seen a lot of people come in with like loops and threads and the boy hooks and things like that, and some people tend to really like them. If I ever see a student struggling, I might switch out a tapered hook for an inline hook to see if that helps give them some ease. My most favorite hooks are a mix between the tapered and the inline, and these are the Furls Odyssey. This hook is a true hybrid between the tapered and the inline. The head is pretty pointy and the throat tapers just a bit. I love that this hook is made with nickel and the weight of the hook is pointed down towards my stitches when I'm crocheting. Unfortunately, Furls no longer sells the Odyssey hooks, and you can't get these anywhere unless you get them on resale. Good luck with that. They have other options such as resin and very, very nice woods. I like the weight of my metal hooks, so that's why I tend to go for metal. Alright, hey y'all, different outfit real quick, because as I was editing this video, things happened in between recording it and editing the video, and I need to get it off my chest. So I'm a Furls girl, you know, specifically I'm a Furls Odyssey girl, or at least I was, because I've been disappointed. I was gonna say pissed off. That's not really what it is. I've been disappointed at the quality of these last few rounds of Odyssey hooks. And when I say last few rounds, I mean like 12 to 18 months. Because I've had a hook totally snap on me, a metal hook totally snap on me. My 2.75 millimeter Odyssey hook just broke mid-stitch. I'm working on a hat. I go in, insert the yarn over, pull it through. The tip is gone. I'm trying not to say a lot of cuss words. It was gone. Mind you, I already had to get 2 hooks replaced because they're basically about to snap too. Like they have a broken line, like there's a break in the metal. Now I know that there's a long process to make these Odyssey hooks. I literally watched the live as they were talking about them, talking about why they discontinued them. But it's starting to seem like y'all knew there was a problem with these hooks and y'all sold it to us anyway. A $36 hook. That's not cheap. I got a lot of them. And I really like the shape. No one makes a shape like this. Now, before you ask, I don't really care for the wooden hooks or the resin hooks because they break. Actually, let me go see if I can find my resin hook that also snapped. Yeah, found it. This was one of my first purchases, I think back in like 2020. Never bought one of these again. I didn't even contact them this time, or the time that I broke this. I didn't even care. I didn't want another one. I probably should ask for my money back. I didn't think that far ahead. But for my F and my B hook, I did contact them. I sent them pictures and they responded quickly and they immediately sent me 2 hooks to replace it. I definitely respect that. I respect the speed in which they replied. And I asked if they wanted these back. They were like, no, we're good, you know. They didn't ask how the damage happened. I just told them they were damaged. But to have 4 messed up hooks, I don't know. I don't know if I can confidently recommend these hooks to people. There was a time we were at the store, craft nights happening. One person hands their acrylic furls to another person to try because she had never experienced the gloriousness of the shape of these hooks. She does a few snitches. She does a few stitches, snapped the girl's hook. She felt so bad. The girl was like, nah, that just happens. Like, it shouldn't be so casual. We shouldn't just be breaking hooks out here. Expensive hooks. Let me get back to that. It ain't no $6 hook. These hooks are like $18 and up. Y'all, I have not contacted Furls for my most recently snapped hook. I will. I am not looking for a replacement. I legit want my money back. I don't want to store credit. What else am I gonna buy? Because they don't sell Odyssey hooks anymore. They also don't have the steel hooks and the smaller sizes that these are. I work with a lot of 2.25, 2.75, 3.5 millimeter. Like that's my bread and butter right in there. To not have a hook that I love anymore is pretty freaking sad. Yeah, like y'all let me know because I also saw someone who snapped the whole metal part off mid-stitch. Like y'all are interfering with people's projects and peace of mind. And I'm just not with it. Like I feel like because of who Furls, because of the brand, because of the recognition, I feel like people are kind of being quiet about having issues with hooks. But like, let's talk about it. I really hope that the next line they come out with, the one where they say they're supposed to piece together, I hope that's strong. And I hope it's heavy like these because I really like the weight of these hooks. I can't believe I own so many broken ones. I've never broken any other brand of hook. Never broken a Susan Bates. Never broken a Clover. I even got a little plastic prim and I haven't broken that. I don't use it that much, but it didn't break. I'm gonna give you up close shots. The tips are gone. These two can maybe, I don't even know because where the line is, where it breaks, it snags on the yarn and that's not a happy experience crocheting. I don't know, y'all. So I have to make sure that I get on here and kind of interrupt and let y'all know how I'm feeling as of now. Am I a Furls girl? I was. Also, now this was completely my fault, but I definitely broke one of their Tunisian hooks, but it literally broke right at the join. Like, your joins need to be strong. That one I will take blame for. It's fine. I shouldn't have been carrying that hook around with me, but it did snap in my bag. So that's technically 5 broken hooks I have from Furls. 5 expensive broken hooks I have. I haven't given the metal ones a try, the streamlined metal. I will when I'm using a 4mm and up. But what about these smaller sizes? And if that's something that the brand is kind of, you know, stepping away from, I understand. Obviously, it ain't easy because these keep breaking. But somebody out there did it, you know. I might just have to go with the little clovers. The handle, it ain't my favorite. But, you know, we got to keep it honest around here. So that's my opinion on Furls as of now. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll also keep you updated on what they say when I email them about my current or my most current broken hook. Furls, what's up? It's too damn pretty to be breaking like that. When I tell you I put it down and just never picked it up again, I don't play these kind of heartbreak games. That's like rooting for that team that always lose. Like, I don't like to play with my emotions like that. So you're not gonna fool me twice, but I got fooled. Lord, fool me once. Fool me twice. Wait, fool me twice. And then fool me 3 times. It's my fault now. It's a don't buy them no more now. That's crazy. Whatever. All right. That's my soapbox. I'm getting off. I'm going to pick up a 3.75mm hook in my Furls, in my Susan Bates, and I have this is just an unmarked hook. I don't even think it's a boy hook. I believe this is a hook that might have come in like a crochet kit, but the shapes are very different and the lengths are different. I like a long hook. Even though I have small hands, I like my hooks long. That's an issue that I have with the Tulip Etimo hooks because they're so short. They should not be smaller or shorter than my hand. And I got small hands, y'all. I can work with them if need be because these are the best ones that I could find with I think this is a 2.5 and a 3mm. You don't often see 3mm and you don't often see 2.5s either. I obviously like to crochet small things, so I'm using tiny hooks a lot. The tulip hooks also have that tapered shape, but the way that this metal is finished, oh my gosh, it's a breeze, y'all. And I kind of like the thumb rest. Again, I just wish it was longer. If I place my thumb here, I don't know. I want the metal of the hook to be longer, the head of the hook, and I want the handle to be longer as well. This, compared to using my Furls, I just have so much more space to put the rest of my fingers. Y'all, I used to play the flute, so like stretching my fingers across a long piece of metal, yeah, that's my thing. I do have a couple wooden hooks. Well, actually I have a wooden hook and I have a bamboo hook, and then I have my set of Tunisian bamboo hooks as well. Wooden hooks are warm to the touch and they provide a bit more grip when crocheting. So if you're working with something super slippery, let's say like a Lion Brand True or something bamboo, 100% bamboo, you might want to try a wooden hook. I have a couple plastic hooks as well. I have a prim and I have a clover. Plastic's just not my thing. I don't like to hear the squeaky squeak of it. I do, however, like the length of the prim hook, especially over the length of the clover. Again, I like a longer hook. I bought the clover plastics because I needed a very large hook at the time to make a bag. But now I have these same sizes in metal and I like them better. They also have that inline shape more than the tapered shape. I think sometimes people can get caught up in how pretty a hook looks, but at the end of the day, you need function. If that hook is going to make your wrist hurt or make you have to overcompensate depending on the yarn that you're using, switch hooks. Try something new. Don't be afraid, and don't think that you have too many because you're trying new things. How many paintbrushes do painters have, you know? This is the tool that you use for a craft that you love or that you hopefully will love. And you want to make sure that you're, one, treating your hands good, and two, that you get some longevity out of it too. And enjoyment, that's 3. Enjoyment, major enjoyment. Now you might have seen me hold up the Susan Bates with the black handle. I love these hooks. This extends the traditional length of the Susan Bates. I need that extra inch to add to my comfort when crocheting. These hooks are ergonomic, and that means they have a larger handle to grip. This can reduce pain that some people might feel when crocheting. I do find, however, with some ergonomic hooks, they tell you exactly where to place your thumb. I tend to go more for a rounded hook, like the Furls and like the Susan Bates, over the clovers, which kind of indicate where I should put my thumb. Now, I didn't talk about steel hooks today because, quite frankly, I don't have any. I don't ever plan to crochet with like a 0.6 millimeter hook or a 1 millimeter hook, and that's not even how they categorize them. They all have numbers, and I think they go backwards from like smallest to largest. I don't know, guys, but I don't have any to show you. But if you're ever doing some fine, delicate work, you might want to try a steel crochet hook. Okay, before I go, I want to introduce my friend over here. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh, if y'all don't know, I love sloths. If you didn't know, I love sloths. Like, as the videos go on, it'll be like an Easter egg hunt because there's always a sloth somewhere, on a bag, on a sticker, on little pins. Anyway, I love sloths. This is my new friend. He was gifted to me from a Secret Santa. Shout out to Ashley. And he's made with alpaca. In my mind, he's from like Costa Rica, so I need to give him a name. Obviously, he fits so well on my shoulder, and I want to take him everywhere, and I will be the crazy sloth lady. That is fine. So if you see him around, make sure you say hey to both of us when we pop up on your screen. I don't know about y'all, but I got some stitching to do. So if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, send it to your fiber friends, you know, just support your girl. This is new and I'm very excited to be doing this. You can also follow me at ARTFIT by Zakila and Does Your Art Fit on Instagram and TikTok. I'll put the links below. All right, y'all. Peace.